Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass, but not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. It was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power. They sacrificed the shard binders, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to demon blood. Countless innocents died, and though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the shard binders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, two survived. Jebel, the boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who was spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years have passed. Mankind too soon forgets tragedy. The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jebel is the architect of this new, blood-stained ritual, Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
Johannes, are you certain?
It was Jebel's doing, Miriam.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if...
I know. I know how you feel. And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry.
It was their transgression, not yours. You...
Obviously not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. If Jebel is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him.
I ought to do it. He was my...
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. 10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was... But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exact...
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should... I had the chest there, packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time. Good. You're prepared.
I'll take care of...
Is that a shard?
I'd forgotten the way it felt.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly... The strength you gain...
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't...
I know my body's limits, and I'm going to need all the power I can get. If I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll...
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Just promise you won't push your...
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the
Then they can help me wake up these muscles. device responds to magic. Maybe I just...
So, Sleeping Beauty,
Jeeble, tell me you didn't do this.
how does it not? After all the sins humans wrought.
Johannes told me what they did to you, and you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No! Know that what the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies. What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. Join me, Miriam. You're the only one who understands the pain I...
What? I never thought I was the one that came to you broken. Convinced I was a monster. And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You doesn't make us good or bad. I'd given up on my humanity, but you restored my hope. Don't...
Master Jeeble, we must return.
Miriam, I tire of reminiscing with you. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find along the way. If you can... Come, Gregory. We're leaving.
Jeeble, wait! Arise, myself and my shadow! Arise, myself and my shadow! I saw it. Just a flicker. That was...
Bloodstain.
Was this a village?
They've moved faster than we hoped. Miriam, we have to hurry.
All right. But wait. Let me clear the... Thank you, Miriam. You know who I am. And that...
I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner, Dominique.
So this is our contact.
Yes, the church sent me. Has...
An exorcist. Then we're lucky to have you, Dominique.
And the church you, Miriam. Thank you for...
You wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important. But you should tell us why you need her. Miriam isn't one to shy away, but she deserves to be armed with all the facts.
Yes, very well. I told you when I contacted you that the Shadbinder Jeeble is responsible for summoning the cart.
Yes, there's no mistake about that.
What? You spoke to him?
Then let me get right to the point. I find it curious that the outpouring of demons just happens to coincide with the sudden awakening.
You're right, it is strange. But the church doesn't get to drag...
Oh, do you decide? I asked you to bring her here so she could see the horrors that have befallen the village and make an informed choice. I have no intention of forcing you, Miriam.
You don't have to. I gave Jeeble my word that I would stop him.
Thank you, Miriam. I am sorry to put it on your shoulder.
Pardon me?
Oh, hello there. Are you all right?
I'm all right, thank you.
You are quite welcome. Do you have a name?
Anne.
What a lovely name! Anne, you shouldn't be out here.
Oh, all right.
Come on. I did some looking around before, and this...
Yes, agreed.
Johannes, you, Anne, and I will remain here. We can assist Miriam from safe ground.
What? We can't ask her to brave the...
Don't be foolish. She is trained in combat. Are you? We would only get in the way.
I'll be fine, Johannes. Please don't...
But we'll be here if you need us.
Let's not waste any time.
Come back if you need anything. I'll get a workshop run.
Thank you,
I know you're strong.